next door?
Likely.
Assuming that's the only garbage or disposal that's being generated would be possibly mowing grass or picking weeds, so if you put that out, would it get picked up at no cost?
They would pick it up. I mean, they wouldn't just drive by it.
I would think so too.
Okay, well, that's fine, thank you, but that also brings up my question about GFL. That was good timing. So, and I understand with the COVID, I understand that, you know, they might not have the help and the trucks breaking down and things like that, but there are numerous complaints about missing not just a whole street. I can understand that if they miss one whole section, but if somebody's got something out here and then they take theirs, but they miss the next person's and take the next person, a lot of that is happening too. So what's going on with GFL?
I know Keith's been talking to GFL directly on that. I don't have an answer for you on that though. I'm not.
Because I know, like, well, our street was picked up, but it was picked up later than normal, and I just figure maybe it's because of the way things are going and the heat, and I appreciate them, you know, really a lot. The guys that are out there lifting the cans because the truck is not working, you know, I feel bad for them. And if I'm home, I give them water too, so I'm not blaming them. But if we are charging them, is it $100 for every after 24 hours? Are they getting charged? Are they being billed for the times people are calling in?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, we are taking a credit based on contractual violations, and that is they have till noon the next day to pick it up. So I think Keith said the first month there was a $900 credit taken, but they do get an opportunity to go back and pick those missed locations up. What I just wanted to say is I would encourage everybody to report it on iCare, because it goes directly to us and GFL, and it gives us an accurate time that it's being reported. So we know it immediately when the call came in and how long they have to respond to it. I know that everybody wants to go to Facebook and post it, but we don't see all these different pages on Facebook, so it's very difficult for us to monitor and follow that stuff. So please report it on iCare, and we will make sure that if it doesn't get better, we will bring them in and have a discussion with them. I know we did have an issue with them last year. They did have some leadership issues. They made some changes. It got better, but we are running into issues this year, and I don't know if it's COVID related. I don't know if it's maintenance related. I don't have those answers, and I'm not going to defend them. They have to do better.
Well, and that's one of my first answers to anybody that does complain. Go to iCare, whether it's trash or whatever. Go to iCare. You have a problem with something on your street? Go to iCare.
Right, and especially with the trash, if it goes to iCare and it doesn't get picked up, that allows us, and we have record to get that credit. So.
Absolutely. A lot of people just, I know they're frustrated, and their outlet is Facebook, and they post, you know, does anybody else have this issue? And then they think that's a qualifying report of a missed pickup. It isn't, and it doesn't help us, and it's just going to increase the frustration of the resident.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, one thing that I encourage, or not encourage, but you know, one night my compost didn't get picked up till 9 o'clock at night, so leave it out there overnight, and that way they can possibly, you're not going to get a citation or anything for leaving it out. If it's been mispicked up, I'm sure the ordinance officers probably won't even the next day, period. But
Mr. Chairman,
you know,
they won't
be
even
patient,
see
because
it that
don't
quick.
take it back if it's not picked up by its normal time, because they are working a lot longer hours. Like I said, I left mine out overnight, and they picked it up at 9 o'clock at night.
That is also a good point. They are working well into the night because of the staffing issues. So I know some people think, because you know, normally they're at my house by 5 p.m. If it's 6 and my garbage is still out, they must have missed it, but they're running, you know, much later into the night. So great point.
Mr. Chairman,
Councilman Missouri?
I didn't honestly realize that an iCare report goes directly to GFL.
It does. So it has the open API. So we get a receipt of it, and it goes directly to their app as well, and it goes directly to their route supervisor. So they get notification instantly, as we do.
I know a lot of residents were going on their website, because you can file a claim with them too. I guess it just means you're doubly serious that you want your problem taken care of. But it's good to know that our iCare speaks directly to them.
Well, and also, we may not see that. So, you know, they may be communicating directly with GFL, but they're not telling us about it at that point. So, again, highly recommend iCare. We both get it. We have a digital imprint of that complaint being filed, and it helps us take the, you know, proper credit with them.
If someone doesn't have the app, they can just call into customer service, and then same thing would happen.
Correct. Yep.
Councilman Johnson? anybody else have anything they'd like to discuss tonight?
The treasurer does.
Treasurer Toko?
Good evening, and through the chair, I just wanted to update you on our senior concierge hours that we've been running. This is the start of the second week. It's on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., and we've serviced over 225 seniors. Everyone's been very polite. Everyone has had their mask on. They've kept the 6-foot distancing. There have been no issues at all. Everyone has been very grateful and thankful that we've offered that to them. And I just want to remind everyone that when City Hall opens, that residents will have to make an appointment to come and pay their taxes, but you can pay them online. You can use the Dropbox and the snail mail as well.
Hey, the other, how long are you doing the Tuesday?
Up through September 30th. when,
Okay, through
taxes
September
are due.
30th, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 to 10 for senior citizens.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
Thank you.
thank you. Clerk Bauer? Oh, okay. Jeff? I'm sorry, Mr. Ball?
Thank you, Chairman Woolley, City Council, Mayor. I was up here to give you an update on the small business relaunch grant. The window for applications ended yesterday. We only have 9 applications as of now, and I believe a few of them already received PPP money, which would deem them ineligible. So our strategy will be the scoring committee will score the applications tomorrow. We'll bring the first wave to this body at the first meeting in August for your approval. And then most likely, I still need to speak with the mayor, but we would most likely open up another window beginning on Monday. We have received several calls. One of the big deterrents is some of these small businesses have never registered their businesses, so according to our guidelines, they're ineligible. So I'm going to sit down with the mayor and talk with him, and we also have talked about doing some outreach, printing, sending out some literature to all the small businesses that are registered, informing them of the grant as well as the new window.
Okay, great, thank you.
Mr. Chair, through the
Oh,
chair.
Ms. Moss?
So a business that's not registered, why wouldn't they register?
Through the chair, many small businesses, they will register through the state, but they forget to come register their business with the clerk's office, and we've probably received 4 or 5 calls with some smaller businesses that have never registered with us.
So does that mean they don't have a business license?
They do, they're
But they
registered
just
with the
never
state, but they
registered,
never
okay, yeah.
took the time to get certified through the
So they're
state.
legal, they're just not registered with the city?
Correct.
Okay.
What's the process to be registered in the city? Is it a hard, long registration for them?
Well, through the chair, Clerk Bauer may kill me because it's election time, but they would have to register with the clerk's office. And, there have been a couple that have pending applications in, and so we verify that with the clerk's office, but ultimately they will have to be registered through the clerk's office to be certified.
Okay, so any small businesses out there that's not registered with the city, to be able to possibly be awarded this, you do have to register with the clerk's office.
Well, through our guidelines, you had to be registered as of February 29th. That is something I want to discuss with the
Okay.
mayor and maybe possibly loosen those guidelines.
Okay. Sure. Thank you, Mr. Paul.
My concern with that is if they're home-based businesses, I don't know if those are allowed. We do not license home-based businesses. Our ordinance is commercial or industrial storefronts only. So you might have to put an exception in there for that as well. So if we need to talk about. Okay, now I'm up here for my stuff, Mr. Chairman. Reminder that the council meeting has been moved to Wednesday, August 5th. If we're doing a study session, 5:30, council meeting at 6:30. Absentee ballots, if you haven't gotten yours yet, call my office, email me, however, Facebook message me, however you can get a hold of me, just let me know, because we did mail out a big group the end of June, and I had heard from about a dozen or so people as of last week that they had not received them. But then on Saturday, a few of them started receiving them. So they sat somewhere for like 2.5 weeks, which I have no idea where.
Yeah.
If you're putting them in the U.S. mail, you can check that they've been received. We scan them in every day when we receive them. That is through the state of Michigan. It's Michigan Voter Information Center. You can go online and look into that, and punch in your name, and it'll tell you your ballot was received. If it's not received and you sent it in, call my office. There's ways to remedy that, but please check. You want to make sure your vote counts. We can issue ballots all the way up to right before the election, but please call my office for details to the residents, because there's various rules that apply. We are going to be open. We are here working 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, every week. They can call, they can come in. We do not require an appointment. They just let the greeter know they're here for the clerk's office, and we assist them. Saturday, August 1st, we will be open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Same thing, no appointment necessary. They can drop off their ballot, they can get a ballot, whatever they need to do. Things do look a little different inside City Hall, but we are here working every day. And that's it. Thank you.
Through the chair, this is not, the clerk's office is open, you said all the time. This is not just for election stuff?
No,
If they have something else, they can come in at that time too?
we've been working since COVID started. My office has been staffed every day for vital records. And, election questions, clerk's office questions, because, we don't only handle elections, we do business licensing and stuff like that. But yes, it's just I've read a lot of comments on Facebook that City Hall is closed. Okay, yes, we are closed to the public, but I know I've been here pretty much every week since March. So we're here working. It's just by appointment only, and we're taking safety measures for our employees.
And I think it's good to point out again, and I'll reiterate that, both taxes are going, the election's going. Both the clerk's office and the treasurer's office have drop boxes on the Pine Street entrance on the side of City Hall. The silver one is for the taxes, the white one is for the ballots. They're pretty well marked, but I have had people call me in a panic. If you accidentally put your ballot in the taxes or your taxes in the election one, they will get to the right department, because they are checked multiple times throughout the day, and the clerk and the treasurer get together and hand off whatever's not supposed to be in there.
We do share, and the treasurer did have a new box installed. It's black, so that will be available too, and it's also for building stuff, city stuff.
Okay.
Outside of elections. Election box has to be kept separate, in my opinion. But yeah, we check it several times a day, and so does the treasurer's office.
Is there anything else? Thank you, clerk. Okay, if not, I'd like a
I'll make a
motion to
motion
adjourn.
to adjourn. Support.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilwoman Cross, supported by Councilwoman Winton. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Meeting is adjourned at 7.